Lost and overwhelmed. The starting point. Everyone and everything has a start and an end. Take the example of this book. It also has its own journey, and so do we humans. But the difference is that the book has its goal, intention, and purpose, while we humans often miss it. When we were born, we had no idea of what this world was going to offer us. We had no feelings of anger, anxiety, or happiness. Everything was neutral. Nothing was complex, but as we grew older, things started to get manipulated. Rather, our thinking made them complicated. Then gradually, we started to lose control over our thoughts and later on our actions. Finally, the conclusion is, we are officially lost. I think getting lost in this physical world is okay to digest because at least we have some sort of assurance that Google Maps will find us. But getting lost in our own world is an issue because we don't have Google Maps, a guide. In that world, we are our own navigators. No one to blame, and no one to accompany us. Of course, each one of us has gone through this lost phase, but we never realize that I am the victim of it. Being lost means we don't have any idea of what we are here to do, no purpose, no intention, just life is going on, and we are living it. But somewhere in the little corner of our hearts, we know that this is not what we deserve. Always know the difference between what you are getting and what you deserve. This creates a feeling of emptiness. This can happen at any stage. Even a small boy or an elderly uncle can realize that they have some unleashed potential. As a result, we start self-discovery. This is where the title of this chapter meets. The problem of being lost gets solved by self. It means both ends were side by side, but we had to travel the whole path to meet these two ends. The solution is within ourselves. We just have to look deep within. In a quiet, forgotten corner of the world, where golden sunlight filtered through dense canopies and the wind whispered secrets to the trees, lived a cuckoo named Kokala. The forest, though vast, was eerily silent, its tranquility disturbed only by the harsh caws of crows. Kokala was different, small, delicate, and unlike the others. The crows mocked her for it, their sharp voices cutting through the silence, like broken glass. At first, she ignored them, but as their taunts grew crueler, a question took root in her heart. Am I wrong? This single doubt echoed in her mind, carving out a hollow space within her. Slowly, that emptiness spread, and she began to feel inferior, misplaced, lost. What is my worth if I do not belong? The days passed, each one heavier than the last, until she no longer saw herself as Kokala, the cuckoo, but as an outsider, a bird without a place. Then, one fateful day, the forest trembled with the news. The mighty lion, king of the jungle, lay on his deathbed. His final wish was simple yet profound. Before he took his last breath, he longed to hear a melodious song, one so pure that it would soothe his departing soul. The bird who could fulfill this wish would be crowned the nightingale. Every bird in the forest came forward, eager for the honor. The crows flapped their wings and screeched their best attempts at a tune. But Kokala? She stood at the back, silent. I am not worthy, she thought. I don't even know why I am here. I don't know my true power, because I am lost. But fate had different plans. The lion's weary eyes fell upon her. With a weak yet commanding voice, he ordered, "You, sing." It was an order. She could not refuse. Heart-pounding, Kokala hesitantly stepped forward. She closed her eyes, took a deep breath, and sang. The forest held its breath. Her voice was not just sound. It was liquid silver, flowing through the trees, wrapping around the leaves, and settling into the hearts of those who listened. It was a melody that carried both pain and hope, despair and triumph. It was as if the forest itself had been waiting for this song. As she sang, Kokala felt something shift inside her. The emptiness, the doubt, the loneliness began to fade. A new feeling took its place, something she had never truly felt before. Power. She wasn't a misfit. She wasn't worthless. She had something no one else did, her voice. When the song ended, the forest erupted in awed silence. The crows, once her tormentors, now bowed their heads in respect. The lion, with his last breath, whispered, "You are the nightingale." And in that moment, Kokolo understood. She was never meant to fit in. She was meant to stand out. Her emptiness had been replaced by overwhelming fulfillment. Don't be afraid if you are different. Be afraid if you are the same as everyone else. Have you noticed one thing? Your problem is only the starting point of your solution. It means the solution lies in you. If you think that I am lost, I have no goal, no one is there to guide me, I am all alone, and so on, just remember, a lion is born to be a lion, not a sheep to live in a herd. He is the maker of his own rules. He just has to remove those shackles of the sheep mindset. So, remember, embrace this loneliness with courage and find your way. Because every great person has to go through this period of loneliness to discover his or her worth. You are a lion.